So we've talked in the past before about how we have a lot of water on this property. All of the water comes down off the hillside and kind of slopes towards the cabin. So the cabin, ooh, it's chilly out here today. So the cabin's right in front of me. So right here is right in front of where we park our car. And this, it's hard to see on camera, but as you come down the driveway, this kind of slopes down. And then there was like a raised area, like a bank, before it drops down into the drainage ditch, which, as you can imagine, is not the best setup because then water can't flow down into the drainage ditch. So this area would stay really marshy and wet. And in fact, we'd occasionally get frogs that would just kind of hang out in this area and live there. So what I've been doing is I'm working on getting this area leveled out so that it just gently slopes down to the drainage ditch. We also have a French drain that runs along right in front of me here, that runs along in front of the greenhouse right here. So between the drainage ditch that comes down this way and the French drain that comes across the front here of the greenhouse, we're able to capture all that water and dump it straight into the drainage ditch, which then goes down and dumps into the creek. So we had a couple days ago where it just rained all day long. Which was nice because we haven't had hardly any rain this winter. And then it also kind of showed me the areas where I've got some like low-lying spots that I need to fill in. So that's good. So what I'll do is come back with the tractor and fill in those low-lying spots and just get us our slope a little bit better towards that drainage ditch. It'll be nice to just kind of have this all smoothed out and looking much better.
Well, we were doing a little leveling here. This is the area right in front of the cabin as you pull in. And it was kind of bermed up and needed flattened out to kind of smooth in with the driveway. It to kind of smooth with the driveway and kind of just fade in and look like it was all meant to be that way. And so we were doing a little bit of work on there. Dee Dee was kind of smoothing that hump out, and then she lent me the tractor. She decided to go and make some dinner and lent me the tractor to work on it, and I blew it up. So I'll show you what I did. Well, you might see a little bit of the evidence on my glasses here. So the bucket is just flopping now. Has no curl in it anymore. I can raise the arm up and down, but there was a loud pop, and the bucket went slack. It's a pretty simple fix, though. I just blew this line right here, so I need to go down and get a new line made, and then we'll be good to go. Me and the tractor got a little shower of hydraulic fluid, though, so probably should go wash up. Well, as you can see, it no worky. So I'll try and get that fixed this week so we got the tractor back in action. You should let me borrow the tractor.
Leave you alone with the tractor for, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And you break it.
Yeah, pretty much. We got a new hose made up to replace our busted one. So these are a flat-faced seal, which means there should be an O-ring in here. I didn't see one when I took them apart, but I got a few extras just in case. And we'll pop these off, see if there's one in there. If there is, we'll replace it. If not, we'll add one. I'm assuming they wouldn't have been sealed if they didn't have those in there, but I don't know. This is the first time this hose had ever been off, so. Okay, perfect. Yep, there's O-rings in there, so we'll get a pick and pull those out and get these replaced. Well, those seals still look really good. I mean, we've only got 500 hours on this thing. I probably should replace them, but I've got the O-rings here in case it fails in the future. So I think I'm just gonna roll with it. And it's not like I got a piece of equipment in the field. It's not a big deal if I need to replace one of these. So we're just gonna roll with it. leaky. That's a good thing. We are back in action with the tractor again, so glad that was just a simple fix, and here we go, back up and rolling. Just got done topping off coolant. Also picked up some extra hydraulic fluid to top off. It was getting a little low anyways, and then I lost some fluid with the hose blowing. So we'll get that topped off, and then this tractor will be ready to go again. I'm getting ready to put in our Lazy Susan, or our giant Pac-Man, whatever you got here. This is a 32-inch Rev-a-shelf Lazy Susan. This thing looks massive. I'm sure once it's in there and you put food on it, it won't seem that big, but out of the corner cabinet, it seems huge. So we'll go ahead and get it installed. It's pretty simple. They give you a template, and you just, 4 screws on the bottom with the template, pull in the center. There's another one that goes up on the top to hold the pole in place, and then you have a bracket that kind of sets the depth of that second shelf. So yeah, easy peasy. Let's get this thing installed.
Meet me with a middle scroll by the water hole. Lucid dreams of you and me. Sky high, busy life, I wanna live. Oh, muscle tight, early light, cleanse down door. Say my name or say it twice.
I followed the directions, stuck this in here, and it's still too close this way, which is interesting. There's plenty enough room in the cabinet. I just need to move everything back, so not sure if I did something wrong or if that cutout is somehow incorrect. So anyhow, I will get everything moved and try this again.
Putting it in one Pac-Man at a time.
And I got the right size, very tight fit.
I don't wanna be less than I can be. Waterfalls wash me. The wicked drowning water, let go wicked water.
I got this little puck thing that I was supposed to put on before I did that.
Oh no.
Anyhow, that will set the depth
Set the depth of the shelf.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll do it again.
I think that's probably about right. Small stuff on the top and then bigger stuff on the bottom.
Okay. We got it in there. I thought it was going to be a little easier, but I went ahead and secured this shelf before I had the rod in place, and it kind of screwed me up because then the rod didn't want to slide up, so I probably should have followed the directions. Anyhow, we got a Lazy Susan in there. It's rock solid. It's a really high quality Lazy Susan as far as they go, so I'm very happy. We'll load it up, and eventually we're going to have some cabinet doors on the front of this thing.
The roads that lay open are many. When the old one's gone under the knife, and I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
Pulling my hair. What are you doing?